It's time to talk about all-star appearances.
Yes.
Bradley Beal still searching for his first opportunity to show what he can do in the all-star game. John Wall becoming a perennial all-star. Let's see their chances of making the all-star team this year.
I think one of them has a definite chance.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The top all-star guards in the East, I'm going with the top pick. Kyrie Irving hit the big shot in the finals last year. Fan favorite, definitely going to be an all-star starter. In my opinion.
Kyrie is the guy. I think when you look at starter, he's going to be the guy. You lead the best team in the East, you should be the guy starting on the all-star team.
DeMar DeRozan. This is a guy that's really shooting up in the NBA right now. He's been an all-star reserve for several seasons, but this year he should be a starter. He has 15 games so far this season where he scored more than 30 points. He only had 12 in 82 games last season. Really stepping up to another level.
And I agree with you. I think DeMar is taking this game to another level, scoring 28 points a game. They're right behind Cleveland, and he also plays defense, which I like to see. I hate seeing guys who play strictly offense and doesn't try anything else. Even Kyrie tries. You know, he might not do it all the time, but he does try.
A guy that tries every single night, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. I think this is the biggest surprise so far on our board, but he's the only player in the NBA to lead his team points, rebounds, steals, blocks, and assists. No one else does that.
He must be playing with you and AJ, but that's too soon. I'm going with John Wall right here. John Wall upped his points per game. He's playing in 9.5 assists per game, but you watch him on the defensive side. You know, just last night was seven steals. He always blocks the ball. He steals the ball all the time. He's a hustler. He's a guy the only guy that really plays consistently on this team with the Wizards. I think if more guys play like him, they'll be a much better team.
The franchise leader in steals as of last night's game, and I agree with you. I kind of feel like my 3 and 4, my 3 and 4 are really a tie between Giannis and John Wall, so I like that pick for you.
Then I go with Giannis here. You know, 6'11"?
6'11", playing a point guard position.
He almost doubled his points output per game from last year to this year. So, but you know, you look at those guys, the fastest growing guys, the guys they look at as the up and comings. Bam, he's there.
Who's your last lock?
This guy is 6'11", and this guy I have to always. He's like what, 1.5 inches taller than AJ. So I go with him because anybody AJ size that's scoring 26 points in the NBA, he has to get a shot at it.
5'9", and you look at the guy you have right over him is 6'11". I mean, he's giving up a foot on any given night to the guy he's defending, and yet he's averaging 26 points a game. Hey, I agree with you. I mean, you know, our lists are pretty similar at this point, but I think we need to look at the guys. Last year, there were 6 guards in the NBA that made the All-Star team from the East. The year before that, there were 7, so we can replace this last spot with a couple of different people.
I would replace it with Kyle Lowry. You know, if I would go Kyle Lowry. Look at him. I think he's a guy. You know, he's on this team with DeMar.
Yep.
He's been a top point guard for the last few years. He's a guy I'll put right there. Now, when I look at D-Wade or D-Rose, I think those guys are over the hill. Dwayne Wade gets in there only because he's been good, not because he's playing great this year.
All right, my last guy would have been Bradley Beal because he's a guy that's playing at an all-star caliber. He's been healthy this season for the first time in his career. Wish we could talk about this forever, B. Mitch. This is the greatest conversation we can have on the show, but we're out of time.
I'm going to put him there for you.
Oh, Bradley Beal. Here we go.
Don't touch face. All right.
All right, enough of the guards. Let's talk about a guy making an impact down low.